Okay, hi there boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. I'm trying out a new format for the videos when I'm platooning up. I'm platooning up with Dougaltown from TFDC, and we tried a couple of games with the screen-in-screen action. So Dougaltown is up in the top right corner there, and you can see me on the main screen. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Be good to have some feedback as to whether or not you think this is a slightly better format for platoon games. So Dougal and I picked a couple of tanks we thought would complement each other at tier 7. So he's rolling around with the Gravedigger. I'm in the FV201. The logic was when he's reloading his 6-shell magazine, I've still got a gun that's firing a shell every 3.5 seconds. So hopefully we would be able to cover each other and pretty swiftly get damage into the bad guys, and largely that worked. Actually, the two tanks did complement each other, and it was a lot of fun doing it. Now we've rolled out on Falls Creek. We've taken a slightly unconventional route in that we pushed around the wide flank. Unfortunately, our other heavy didn't listen to that, and he's just charged straight at sea and got wasted immediately. Dougaltown and I are doing our best to focus fire targets. We can see where base is down, so we want to focus fire targets as quickly as possible and get these guys cleared, which is precisely what we're going to do. And the two tanks actually did complement each other rather well, and I'm not going to lie, we actually had quite a lot of fun doing it. We played about 4 or 5 games in these two tanks. So as you can see, at the moment the game's pretty even. We are a cap down, so we start heading over to B, and then all of a sudden we lose 2 tanks very quickly. Basically our meds and our lights haven't sort of prioritised flanks and caps. They've tried to brawl it out with some heavies and obviously come off second best. Dougal and I are now going to get into it with a couple of heavy tanks here. Now we're going to get them cleared, but this does present problems because very quickly we're the only 2 surviving members of the team, and we're facing a situation where all 3 bases are capped. Now, was it? I mean, I'm always talking about making sure you cap bases on supremacy games. At the end of the day, Dougal and I were engaging the tanks, and we're both in heavies. Should we be worrying about capping bases, or should we be hoping that our teammates are doing it? Probably a little bit of both, to be honest. However, we face a bad situation now. I didn't realise Dougal was actually quite so low in his hit points. We've got one-shot tanks on the left to deal with. Dougal quickly deals with one. Unfortunately, he gets taken out. The idea of splitting up was so that I could try and push on this this KV2 here and get him cleared quickly to stop the cap points accumulating. But Dougal being killed and not managing to get the clear on basically ended that game. So I mean, if you look at the damage there, we pretty much did our part. So should we have capped the bases? Potentially. Did the meds and the lights let us down a bit? Yeah, probably. Yeah, it was an interesting game. However, undeterred, we decided to go for it again. This time on Naval Frontier, and this time we're not leaving it to chance. We did enjoy the laugh at my expense with me constantly saying that you need to cap bases in supremacy, and we lost on cap points, which is a really disappointing way to lose. Especially what was there, even though we were tanks down, I felt was a winnable game. So we're not taking any chances this time. We're going to get at least 1 cap in straight away, and then we're going to try to isolate targets and do the same again. Focus fire them and get them cleared quickly. I do take a hit here, and then Dougal notices actually that we've got an enemy TT behind us, so sort of driving away like this so we can get round here is a little risky, and I think he takes a hit for it. I think I do as well. I don't want to get face to face with this guy, not with that armour, not at this kind of range. I want round this corner so that we can get these enemy tanks isolated and get them cleared, which is precisely what we're going to do here. So we quickly deal with this fellow. Now, as you can see, the red team are now retaking the cap that Dougal and I established on B. We're just not going to allow this to happen, so Dougal heads off to go and contest cap again, and that leaves me getting pushed on by the Lurva here, and then in a little while the TD that was hitting us earlier. So I'm as much as possible actually going to try and stay on this reverse slope hold down position, try and hold these guys off. I keep trying to get track shots of these guys to stop pushing around on me, and every single time it won't bust the track. So I do eventually get pushed on. Thankfully I have delayed them a little. It's cost me a few hit points, but I've delayed them a little, and Dougal is now on his way back around. So we're going to do our best now to get stuck in and get these targets cleared. So Dougal's sticking shots into the back of the Lurva there, and I'm getting around the side of this TD and letting him have a nice couple of hundred roll of alpha every 3.5 seconds. So we do get these guys cleared pretty quickly, and as you can see, we had probably a better team around us this time, but a little bit more support in that we've still got teammates alive, and other members of the team have got a few kills. However, we're absolutely determined that the same idiocy can't occur again, so we're going to follow Vimes's monotonous advice and say, right, that's it, there's a cap here, we're taking it. Even though we do want to go and get the last guy, we're just not leaving anything to chance this game. It's such a disappointing way to lose a game, especially from a winnable position. And now the race is on to try and get shots onto this last guy. Thankfully, one of our meds also understands the more subtle aspects of gameplay and supremacy, and he's capped the other available base, so there's no question at this point we are going to win this game. Yeah, just take a few seconds to enjoy the absolute majesty that is this beautiful looking piece of British engineering covered in the Union flag. Absolutely gorgeous looking tank, this one, really do, and it is a very nice tank to drive if you drive it well. And it is it's a lot of fun. So we come around here, and I think Dougal manages to get a shot into him. I managed to get, I think, one shot into him. Finally managed to hit a track, although that time I didn't actually want to. Yeah, we take the win there. I mean, neither of us do fantastic damage, but a complete contrast in the two games, which was highlighted by the two videos there. Let me know what you think about the screen-in-screen format, and as always, good hunting. And bye for now.